Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. I tried to record this intro a few minutes ago and I started crying. Obviously you can hear it in my voice. You know when you're with your safe people and you just, well, safe person I guess I can relate to. That person where when you're feeling sad and then you see them, you start to cry. That's kind of how I feel right now. But anyway, I wanted to come on and do a reading with you guys because I just wasn't feeling myself today. It's, it's my birthday and I struggle with my birthday being someone who is a cycle breaker and feels very alone on their birthday. Anyway, so I wanted to come do a reading for you guys and I feel like the universe has kicked me on my butt this last week to force me to take a break and I've missed you guys. So I was drawn to pick my favorite deck, the Animal Apothecary. It's my favorite. It's this one right here by Cara Elizabeth, and I use it quite often. I know you guys always enjoy it. The Fox and the Panther, no, Fox and Jaguar, however you say it, one have moved me to tears, but I mean, I cry a lot anyway. All right, so let's see what we need to hear. So there is a spread in this book that I wanted to do with you guys. I hope you're well. I honestly haven't done too much for my birthday today, but I did spend some time reading all your beautiful comments. My friends, you're very dear to my heart. You're very important to me. If I could have a party today and invite all of you and we could just look at tarot cards, that would be amazing. All right, so card one is going to be guidance and advice from your future self, living the most amazing version of you. So right before I get the first card, I want you to envision yourself in the future full of joy, living your purpose, and being a service to the world. Connect with that version of you. So connect with that version, your highest self. Imagine your highest self when I'm getting the first card, okay? But we're not there yet because I have to shuffle. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. See, I feel better already. I already feel my spirits lifting up. I love it. There we go. All right. Oh, I want to get a pin for you too to see. Very interesting. I'm seeing cards talking about abundance. So maybe you're envisioning an abundant future. But I actually want to pick a pin. Cover your ears. Whoa! It jumped out of my hand. It's the Emperor. How interesting. Were you envisioning starting your own business? Were you envisioning being with your divine masculine, being a boss? Interesting. The Emperor. Structure, stability, and empire. Like I said, perhaps your own business. This could be related to your masculine or your masculine counterpart if you resonate with counterparts. Well then, interesting. So I'm not taking reversals in this deck. I think I might even be shuffling it upside down. I'm not sure. There's no reversals for this deck. All right. So on the bottom, oh my gosh, are you going to be a superstar? On the bottom, we have unknown gift. And we have 41 Emperor energy and Magician energy, sharing your gift with the world, using your power for good reasons. The Magician, beautiful. You know, the Magician is about you using your talents for all the right reasons, not to take advantage of people, not to earn money, not for this, not for that. It's about using your magic and your talents for all the right reasons for your highest good. Beautiful, beautiful. So my friends, think about your future self, okay? Remember, envision yourself in the future full of joy, living your purpose and being a service to the world. This is advice from that version of yourself. Okay, so imagine, I'm going to imagine mine. Imagine your future self. Imagine them. I bet you they hang out together, my future self and your future self. I'm not even kidding. Look at us. We're hanging out together. No, I'm just kidding. This is your vision, not mine. So envision your future self and your future self. This is advice from that future self living in, your highest timeline. Advice from your future self. We have nourishment while waiting. 5, Hierophant energy. So this is advice from your highest self, because your highest self, this is you right now. And your highest self knows that what's coming in the future is worth waiting for. Maybe you're going to be a spiritual leader. We have baby hawk. Hawk is a power bird with big medicine. Hawk is fearless, the visionary, the messenger, and the balanced one. Hawk is your highest self. Baby hawk in this image represents the part of you with an overwhelming desire to step into who you fully are and fulfill your purpose. That is so interesting. Very interesting. Mouse represents the nourishment baby hawk will need to develop her most fulfilled self. Baby hawk teaches us the wisdom of nourishment while waiting. This is a moment of patience. What will you do while you wait for your vision to manifest? The flower blossoms in its own time, but the gardener cultivates the seed's growth. The gardener ensures the seed's fullest development by nourishing it, pulling the weeds that threaten it, and planting the seed where it will receive the most sunlight. While you wait for the next step to be revealed, you must similarly prepare yourself for success. Baby hawk needs to be nourished before she can achieve all of her greatness as adult hawk. And this is why you must nourish yourself on every possible level. Ask yourself what skills your future self holds that you currently do not. Then start researching and practicing them. Once you grow and develop these skills, you step into your highest self. Wise old hawk looks back at her past self and shares the medicine to not just wait in patience, but to learn while you wait. Stay persistent on your path towards growth and develop and strengthen yourself, for it is the consistent nourishment to become your greatest self that magnetizes you towards dreams unimaginable to you now. Such truth. It is such truth. I can only use myself as an example, but I relate to this card because I've told you guys, I used to have that little voice inside of me that said, you could do that. You could be a light worker. And my ego is like, no, you can't. You're stupid. No one would watch you. You'd never be able to learn all that. And it's like this nourishment while waiting. I just started thinking about what I wanted to do. And then I started learning about those things. And I got to tell you, at the time, I did have that mindset that this will never turn into anything. Like, it'll take me ages to get a following. I don't even know what I'm doing. It'll take so long. But now that I'm on my journey, like I told you guys, I started my channel before I really knew what I was doing. I felt guided to just do it and learn as I went. Of course, I spent a year learning before I started my channel, but more than a year. Anyway, Soul Tribe reading, I'm yakking. Anyway, I can just really relate to this card because it's about what you do, to get to that version of your higher self. It's not just going to magically happen. You can't just wish to win the lottery and hope that you win the lottery. I use that as an example, actually. Like, people will say, I wish I could win the lottery. And then you say, well, do you buy tickets? And they're like, well, no. Well, that's definitely not a way to win the lottery. Not that I'm saying to go buy lottery tickets, but anyway, part of the fun of finding your higher self is actually the journey. So find a way to enjoy your journey while you're working towards your higher self, and try not to become stressed if it's taking you a while to reach your goal. Often the goals that are worth reaching take time to reach, Anyway, beautiful. Next part. I already lost the page. guidance and advice for you right now. So it says, take a deep breath, and we're going to ask for what guidance we need to hear right in this moment. Okay, so right in this moment, what do we need to hear? Take a deep breath. You ready? What advice do we need to hear right now? What advice do we need to hear right now? We have focus on the big picture, 19. Interesting. So this is the advice we need right now, is to focus on the bigger picture. Perhaps focus on some positive things, because this is 19, sun energy. This is the advice we need right now. Oh, it's on page 40. That's insane, because when I saw 19, I thought, oh, divine masculine energy, and I thought, oh, the Emperor, and it's on page 40. Magic. The visionary hawk, listen, that's magic. That is magic, you guys. These are not all hawks on these cards, okay? That is magic. We've got baby hawk and big hawk. I mean, and big hawk is telling you to look at the bigger picture. Oh my gosh, that's magic. See, that really just, I'm full of nice feelings right now. Oh my gosh, that's magic. Anyway, the visionary hawk comes with a powerful message about a higher perspective. The image of the hawk coming out of the eye asks you to transcend your current perception and see the bigger picture. Hawk is aligned with the lighthouse that focuses its light on the bee, which represents your purpose and desire. Hawk says you must expand your perception to encompass a higher viewpoint and focus on the thing you want. Then victory, represented by the crown, is the only next logical step. Hawk is asking you to take control of your thoughts, stop playing victim to external circumstances, and own the truth that you create your own reality. Declare that your life is going to be the most fulfilling, prosperous, and joyful you have ever experienced. I'm seeing the scene from Never Been Kissed where she's like, I can grab a bull's balls. It's kind of like that's what this is saying. Declare that your life is going to be the most fulfilling. Grab your future by the balls. Anyway, proclaim that you will overcome all obstacles, your self-doubt, and your insecurities because you have a gift that you and only you were created to share. Regardless of whether your current situation is less than desirable, this card comes as a confirmation that something beautiful is awaiting you. But the first step is to make the decision to get out of your ego's limited perception. The ego, Emperor. Testify to the world and yourself that something big is awaiting you. And that's divine masculine energy. And we have both of those energies within us. And we're supposed to balance both of those energies. And the divine masculine, the Emperor, declares that they are enough. They're more than enough, you know? So that's what this card is telling you to do, to embody that Emperor energy. Not even your disbelief in yourself will stop you from fulfilling your purpose. You are created for greatness. Hawk's medicine asks you to immediately snap out of whatever discouraging story may be playing in your mind and immediately focus on the power of all the achievements that await you. Beautiful! I love it. Shout out to the people who have started tarot channels or any way you're going after your dreams. Shout out to you, my friends. I love to see that. You know, I see my little butterflies starting their own channels, and it just gets me so excited. You see, it's lovely. In photography, it was like such competition, but in light work, it's like we all just want the highest good, so we all love each other. Or at least that's how I feel. I'm sure there's, you know, competition out there somewhere. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful. Do you see, friends? You make me feel better. You lift my spirits up where they belong. Whatever that song is. Love, lift us up where we belong, where the eagles fly, where the hawks fly. Anyway, guidance and advice from the universe. When pulling this card, fully surrender. Go deep within your heart and deeply ask the ultimate unknown universe what guidance it has for you. So advice from the universe. Go deep within your heart. The ultimate unknown universe. What guidance do we need? Open up your heart, my friends. Imagine your heart chakra opening. Universe, what advice do we need? What advice do we need? We have opportunity. The red door. I love this one. I love this one. This is beautiful. I just heard one of my kids, stop it. It's funny how kids talk to each other. Last night we could hear like my kids kind of squabbling, I guess. And we were making supper and my partner and I started talking like them. And we were like, Daddy, stop it. It's like, Mommy, I want that plate. It has more food on it. My kids thought it was really funny. Anyway, this is 16 opportunity, and it is on page 34. Balanced, possible balanced divine masculine and feminine energy. We do talk about that. Woodpecker is the only creature in the world that bangs its head against something 12,000 times a day. Listen, imagine the patience that bird needs to bang its head against something 12,000 times a day. Are you kidding me? When woodpecker knocks on your card spread, it is a sign of resilience. Like woodpecker, you must be determined and persevere. 9 of Wands energy. If there seems to be an obstacle in your way, this is a beautiful confirmation to keep going because nothing can stop you. No one and nothing can take you down. I don't know why, but all of these cards, I'm feeling the energy, like I want to be yelling this at you. I have no idea why. It's so strange. It's like, no one and nothing can take you down. In the card image, woodpecker is, I said woodpecker is knocking on a red door of opportunity. This mysterious door is easily looked past, even though it is right in front of your face. However, it holds the emblem of the bee and shares this message. There is an approaching opportunity in alignment with stepping into a more expansive version of yourself and fulfilling yet another part of your purpose. Opportunity is approaching. You must be increasingly aware. Now is the time to raise your head like woodpecker and persevere. Nothing can break you. The red door of opportunity has finally bestowed its grace upon you. You are so close. There is a cascade of red doors lined up waiting for you. Once you enter through one door, you will be led to another. This is your moment. This is what you have been waiting for. But first, you must take action and knock. These opportunities may come in the form of small requests you would ordinarily say no to. Any one of those seemingly small or arbitrary opportunities could be a doorway to something monumental to fulfilling your purpose. It is your choice whether to knock on this door. Woodpecker's medicine suggests you choose to knock. So it feels like doors are about to start opening up for you. And like, just, you guys, look at the progression of this freaking spread. We've got baby hawk followed by big hawk. And in this image, it talks about the bee that will someday have this crown, right? And I'm not saying you don't have the crown, but there's that bee again, you know, and this is the door opening you to your higher purpose, which is, it's just, the synchronicities are magical. I'm just saying, they're magical. What do I want to get now? What do I want to get now? Let's get some of these. I'm going to get some of these. Just let me find the book. Which one are you? Is it this one? Yes. The Oracle of Seven Energies, of the Seven Energies. So let's see what we need. Look, a higher view. Focus on the bigger picture. 41. One of those was on 41, remember? Or we looked at the number 41 because I remember saying Emperor and Magician. Anyway. What are you? We have a Grand Symphony. Interesting. So let's see what we need to hear today. First we'll do, well, we'll just see what comes out. Spirit, universe, what do we need to hear today? What do we need to hear today about this? We have Wish Upon a Star, which is interesting. That was the bottom of the deck energy when I first picked up the deck before I started shuffling. So maybe, you know, this has to do with your life purpose. Maybe that's the wish that you're moving towards. So this one is the energy of light. Intuition, vision, imagination, presence, knowing, perception, and mental states. Intentions based on your desires and aspirations, the act of consciously committing to a vision, sacrificing something of value, gambling on yourself, trusting that dreams can become a reality, the importance of daydreams. Do you believe your dreams can become real, or do you shrug them off and chide yourself for being unrealistic? Is it chide because it's, anyway, I don't know. What if you could trust that the world around you holds promise you have not yet realized? Perhaps the point all along is not knowing how something can happen, but the power of wishing and intending. We humans have multiple ways to ritualize owning a dream we want to see manifest in the physical form. Think of a wishing well. You infuse a coin with your intention, tuning into the feeling of having a particular experience. Tossing the coin into the well symbolizes the act of letting the how go, walking away and allowing the universe to do its part in the co-creative partnership. Another method is to wish upon a star. In doing so, you also look back to our origins, for we are made of stardust. Today, allow yourself to dream and play with different realities. Even if it seems impossible, if it calls you and feels good, why not choose it? Wish upon a star, then live as if your wish were already true. Know that those beautiful dreams you have been nurturing are in the process of becoming real. Don't forget that the act of wishing, dreaming, and intending is more important than figuring out the how. It shows the universe you're serious about playing the game of life, and you trust the essence of partnership. Remember, every waking dream you believe in and hope for is a call to a twinkling star. The answer will come, sometimes swiftly, sometimes slowly. No wish is ever wasted. Beautiful. My friends, beautiful. And I think it's interesting how, you know, the card, oh my gosh, that is crazy. I just stood up to make sure this is straight and I saw the time at 2:345. That's amazing. That's such a confirmation that you're on the right path. Like, seriously, that is such a confirmation. The fact that we have, like, if you're resonating with this message, the fact that we have baby hawk to big hawk, amazing synchronicity. The fact that we have the bee to this larger bee, amazing synchronicity. It's freaking magic. Let's get another one. We have a merry motive. 20. So let's see what this one's about. I had no plans for this reading except to just let my intuition guide me. So it's kind of a weird reading. Look at the stars. Wish upon a star. And look at the star she's holding right there. Is right there. Magic. 20, Judgment, Magic. Knowing your own motives, understanding what drives you to meet your goals, the momentum your attention creates, the wisdom behind your intentions. And this talks about choosing a path and moving towards a goal, like all of these cards did. It's amazing. It's amazing. You've chosen a path, you've set intentions, and you've begun to move towards a goal. You feel compelled to keep going, but do you know the why behind this drive? Do you truly want what you're pursuing, or are you chasing a destination with the anticipation of how it will make others feel about you or you feel about yourself? You must choose to be in the flow of the experience, relishing the moment. Surrender your expectations to a higher power rather than being guided by your limited self. The most important aspect to consider now is where you place your focus, because that's where energy will flow. If you are resentful, the outer world will show you more opportunities to be resentful. If you are envious of others, competitive, and overly ambitious, you will always feel as if you are not enough. If you focus on gratitude and compassion for others, you will see even more reasons to be grateful and loving. When you look for abundance, it has an uncanny way of multiplying in your life. So if you're unsure about your motives, the results will be just as unclear. Dig deep to understand your why. If your true desire is to experience X, let go of your attachment to the form that X is supposed to come in. Make sure your motive is merry and joyful, clear and honest, and aim true. Trust that the universe will provide the outcome that is a perfect match for your intentions. It always does. Beautiful. And it really does no good to compare yourself to others. Trust me, I've been there. It does. Like, I can sit around and compare myself to larger tarot platforms, but what's the point? They've been doing it for like 7 years, 5 years, 4 years. I have not. There's no reason to compare yourself to others. The only person you should be comparing yourself, and especially your growth to, is yourself. Seriously, my friends, seriously. All right. I'm kind of... Just give me a moment to think about this for a minute. I'm trying to figure out what the universe wants me to get you now. I'm kind of feeling one of these animal cards. I'm kind of feeling oracle cards today. I'm being drawn to all the oracles. So let's see what card wants to come out in this animal book or animal deck. We have inner desires. Set some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. Do you see the repetitive messages in each deck we're getting? Like, that's magic. That's magic, because both of those cards talked about intentions, you know? This one talked about intentions. This one talked about intentions. I love it. Inner Desires 16. Awaken your heart to the reality that you can experience more love and blessings. Be clear about what you are working towards so that you can make empowered, deliberate choices. You can create... Oh, we have two 16s here. 16, 16. You can create what you truly desire, but you need to be brave enough to declare those desires and vulnerable enough to align your self-worth with what you truly want. Once you are clear on your desires, they are directing your choices and actions, things will unfold accordingly. Oh my gosh, it's 3:33. Stay focused on your present and release the need to know what lies ahead. Stay in your heart and aligned with your intentions. Abundance can show up in your life in a multitude of ways, from monetary gain to energetic surpluses and creative opportunities. When you stay open to unexpected possibilities and focus on your desires, you allow the universe to match this vibration and pour blessings over you. This large mollusk symbolizes an awakening to love. It is also connected to many sacred ceremonial religious practices. In ancient tribes, these shells were used as currency. It has been said that if you are attracted to the cowrie shell, you might be relating to the ocean spirit of abundance. This spirit connects to the vast possibilities connected to desire. It is thought to be a very powerful representation of protection. Interesting. Well then, isn't that nice? All right, let's get a few of these ones. What do you need to know, my friends? What do you need to know? Let's get 4. Plant a seed and wait. Nourishment while waiting. Keep planting those seeds. I can remember that's what I told my partner I was doing. I was like, I'm just going to start planting seeds everywhere. Like, I'm going to put videos on TikTok. I'm going to start my YouTube. Anyway, and just like these cards talk about, I got to this point where, you know, people were asking me for personal readings. People were asking me to sponsor things on my channel. All of these doors started opening. Clarity of mind. So get clear about what you want, because you're a powerful manifester, baby. I'm not even kidding. We have emerge, my little butterfly. Emerge. Beautiful. Emerge from your lower self into your higher self. I am connected to the earth. So some of you may need to ground yourself, you know, maybe some of you need to spend some time in nature. Something I like to do is, you know, if you go for a walk, just see what you come across, see what the universe kind of puts in your path. And we have slow change. So things won't be instant, you know. And what did I say about comparing yourself to others? The only person you should be comparing yourself to is you. You know, don't compare yourself to another triangle. Compare yourself to your older version when you were a circle. You know, look how far you've come, or whatever way is supposed to be the growth. Maybe that's supposed to be the growth. I don't know. All right, I want to actually get one of these flower cards, I think. Do I have the book? Yes, I do. Like I said, my intuition is just guiding me to the cards. I have no plans. What do we need to hear? What do we need to hear, Spirit? We have Peony. Peony. Maybe your name is Peony. Maybe you like peonies. Peonies are actually beautiful. And now I'm thinking about those big white fluffy dogs. What are they called again? Not a peonies. Oh no. Pyres? Great. Pyrenees? I don't know what it is. I know one of you lovely people will tell me. Great Pyrenees? Is that what it is? I'm actually doing something back here. I'm looking for the page. All right, so this says rebelliousness, resilience, fortitude. Resilience and perseverance, remember? Once upon a time, it was said that the empress of the Tang dynasty, Wu Zetian, I don't know, disappointed at her barren garden during winter, commanded the flower fairies to make the plants bloom even in the cold. All of the flowers were forced to obey her orders and bloomed in the harsh winter cold, all except the peonies, which refused to flower on command. The empress was enraged by the unyielding flower. What kind of empress was this? Getting all angry, chasing a flower. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, that's not empress energy. The empress was enraged by the unyielding flower and set them ablaze in retaliation. Any flower that did not perish in the fire was banished from her garden to the city of Luoyang, where she decreed that it suffer an even harsher and unforgiving winter. But when the spring season came about, the peonies that survived bloomed in their brightest and most vibrant hues, flourishing in Luoyang, I don't know what it's called. Even now, Luoyang is still known as the city of peonies. This unshakable flower asks that you stay strong and true to your own beliefs in the face of great hardship. It can be easy to yield to others in the name of keeping peace, but being compliant is not always the right thing to do. This card suggests that the user may have reached a crossroads in their life. Do you stand your ground at the risk of losing it all, or would you succumb to peer pressure? Conformity has its perks. It can be safe and simple and spares us the stress of conflict. But as attractive as it is to just obey, remember that sometimes you have to stand up for your beliefs. You've come a long way in order to achieve everything you have today, and now is not the time to yield. Oh my gosh, I love that. Because right away I hear, in Ever After, where Henry is like, I will not yield. And it says, now is not the time to yield. Say it with me, I will not yield. It's time to take back control or push forward if you're facing opposition. Face your fears and prepare yourself for backlash. If it comes, you'll weather it. Now is not the time for quick fixes or easy outs. Commit to your path and stand firm. You've built this bed, don't be afraid to lie in it. So you could be someone who's going after, your dream as a light worker, and maybe everyone in your life is telling you that you're crazy and that you'll never be able to do anything with it. Why would you quit your day job, You could have some lower vibrational people in your life that are kind of watching you grow and ascend, and maybe they're trying to bring you down energetically without knowing what they're doing. Interesting. We'll get you one more and then we'll end it. So what do we need to know? What do we need to know? As a light worker, I know that I get tested all the time like that by people, like when I first started, even now, from some people I know, like I've been told that everything I believe in is crap, And I will not yield. I have to keep persevering. We have the daffodil. Beautiful. The daffodil represents hope. Beautiful. Well, I know it represents hope from another deck I have. I'm not sure what it says on this card, but I know that it represents hope. New beginnings, self-love, and comfort. I opened right up to it. That's magic. I just went whoosh. Look, it's called a... That's funny. I mentioned that in one of my readings once, that I went to Costco to look at flowers. And they had like baby dandelions. They were so tiny. I don't think they were baby dandelions. They were just another form that was super tiny. And they were all up on the top shelf and nobody was buying them. And they were labeled narcissus. And I said to my friend, maybe that's why no one's buying them, as a joke. Anyway, maybe you are coming out of a cycle with someone who has, narcissistic tendencies. I have to say it because it's right there. New beginnings, self-love, and comfort. Blooming on the spring equinox, daffodils embody sunshine and springtime like few other flowers. While there is some contention on the origin of the name, some say daffodil comes from the Latin plant Aphrodilus that grew in the pits of the underworld under the leadership of Queen Persephone. I don't know if I'm saying any of that right. The botanical name Narcissus, Narcissus, is linked to a famous Greek folktale involving a handsome prince of the same name. Narcissus fell in love with his reflection after looking at it in the lake. He became so obsessed that he leaned too close, lost his balance, and drowned. Well, that's interesting. Wally agrees. The daffodil is a sunny weather flower, a love child of springtime and beautiful beyond compare. It is a hallmark of joy, happiness, and excitement, and its bloom marks a new beginning and an ending to winter's chill. This card could indicate that you are going through a transformational period in your life. While humans are forever evolving, you're currently in a time of self-growth. Nourishment while waiting. You must reflect on yourself and learn the things you need to change or risk staying the same. This is a sign to indulge in self-care and self-love, since these tools can help you reach your full potential. Take advantage of this evolutionary period to become a better version of yourself. Shed your inhibitions and old habits and take the plunge to uncover new capabilities. If you've been looking to change your lifestyle, don't hesitate any longer. Whether taking up a new hobby, eating cleaner, or becoming more active, you're at the perfect crossroads to make a life-changing decision. However, keep in mind the tale of Narcissus. Make sure you love yourself without becoming vain. Stay aware of your emotions and keep aware of the difference between self-love and self-absorption. Anyway, so interesting, beautiful. So my friends, that is your reading. I hope it resonated. Thank you for spending time with me today on my birthday. You are all very important to me, and I will never... I've had people say to me, like, it's a joke thinking that you're connected to someone on the internet. How is it any different than like people who meet online dating or people who... Anyway. I love you guys. Actually, before I let you go, I'll tell you what I got for my birthday. I bought myself a bike. My inner child was like, I really want an old looking bike. So I went and found a vintage-ish looking bike that reminded me of the movie Now and Then. I always wanted a bike like the people in Now and Then. And now I have one and it's purple. Anyway, I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and I'm going to go do a face reading, so I'll see you again. But until I see you, tomorrow or the next day, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Thank you for being a very important part of my life, and for all the support and love. I'm sending it right back to you. I'm proud of all my little butterflies, and I will always love you. Yes, and I will talk to you soon, you guys. Bye.